I'm here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get it. Let's get that intro, baby. Let's get it going. Wow. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for helping me accomplish that intro, because without each and every one of you coming every single day, I never would have had that intro. And traveling the world, meeting people all around cryptocurrency, getting a little bit. My mom's coming today. I've been running around the house. You know when you have a guest coming, and I want to make sure everything is perfect for my mom. So I think that kind of had me a little in the jittery sense. Shout out to everybody here. I love you all. And thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I just put out a scalp that played out pretty nicely to the upside. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. I'm actually going to hit the live screen right now. And one thing I want you to know is subscribe to this guy, Dr. Eric Berg. He's amazing. One of the smartest, most interesting people I've ever met. The stuff that he talks about and breaks down is absolutely amazing. I think you'll find him just super interesting, and you may even just learn so much information that you never thought was even possible. The guy's amazing. So anyway, I always watch his stuff. I'm always looking at what he's doing. He's a super, super cool guy. Anyway, breaking it down. Shout out to me. Shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to me. Yeah. Shout out to, I wasn't going to say follow me, but shout out to everybody out there. This was so weird to read. To hear this guy even talk like that, it was just kind of strange. Anyway, the people would, think of people like peons. So anyway, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to my Twitter feed, all right? I even put out trades on my Twitter feed every once in a while when I'm in a good mood. I might just even put out a scalp or a call, something like that. Even when the bull market's ripping and things rip even more, you'll see me putting out stuff to kind of get you going, get you flipping and winning. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for jumping on in. We thank you for your viewership and your time. I don't know why I'm getting this, you know what it is? I got like some condensation on my face. There we go. It's got to be clear. It's got to be clear. And how's everything going there? All right. Shout out to my dad, man. God bless my father. Still can't believe he's gone, man. It's just been this weird hole in my heart. Anyway, let's talk about HIFI that just absolutely ripped to the upside, out of control. This thing's been just doing numbers. And from when I first started talking about it, we talked about it right here too and that was that was a scalp from yesterday. Came back to entry and then ripped for 45%. But we even started looking at it here when it started to break out here. Honestly, everyone, if you just joined my trading group, you would have known what coins are likely going to break out for the week. We were all over it, all right? Just like we were all over JOYSTREAM to the upside. Shout out to everybody jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. Shout out to all the awesome lifers in the chat. You guys are amazing. Bitty bitty Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, bitty bitty Bitcoin. That's from back in the day, right? I'm way away from placing trades again, but one day soon, I'll be ready. Okay. You gotta clean the wounds. I get it. Hey, sometimes you gotta take a day off from trading. Hey, Lois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room. Everybody in Quahog likes the crypto lifer. That's right. I'm Peter Griffin. Subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, so you can find out when a guy's you can find out when a guy's streaming. You know what I mean? Don't be rude. Hit the like button and don't be rude. For crying out loud. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Peter, I told you. I'm Marky Wahlberg. They don't like you. They want to hear me. All right? I was a cop. I played a fireman. I did it all. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sam is the best. Me and Sam have been through it all. I was with The Rock. I was with a lot of different people. Sam really has taken it to another level. All right? I'm telling you, I'm a peacock. I can fly. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all for being on the live, man. We love you. Hope you're laughing. Hope you're having a good time. And we're back at it again. You know, I haven't done Market Beater in a while. Figured I'd bring it back in action. This guy had me thinking the other day, oh yeah, forgot about those little ones. Shout out to HIFI Finance, which continued to boom to the upside. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at our baby JOYSTREAM. Just continuing to go into beast mode. Finally got a sell-off. I mean, wow. But you can see this thing was continuously pumping all the way to 29. And we first put this out, on my live. I even was nice enough. It's funny, I'm nice enough to put these things out on the live, But I'm pretty sure I was even nice enough to show this. And look, stop loss, 38%, 3.52 risk-reward ratio to gain 139, right? And this thing is in price discovery. It's never, it's a brand new coin. No, everyone's hearing about it. They're like, what is this new thing, this JOYSTREAM thing? And it's pretty interesting. You may want to kind of deep dive it. I'm going to do that for you because I'm a nice guy, all right? And I don't want you to be left behind. And I want you to understand what's happening in crypto. I want you to be able to come to this channel and just be brought right up to speed. The newest coins, the hottest coins, the gains, Bitcoin, you name it. We are here for you. DeFi, Hi-Fi, Wi-Fi. We got you, baby. 2877 on the 77, baby. Sammy, cup and hattie to the upside. Just had to do that. Shout out to everybody jumping on in. And MEXC has it all, man. Oh, they have it on the Meyer exchange, which is interesting because that means it's EGLD included. Well, look at this thing. On there, it's, wow. On USDC, why is it so cheap, though? That's weird. Anyway, I don't trust in any of that stuff. Hey, JOYSTREAM, 277.1. This thing has been, and that market cap is tiny. Tiny. So it's a video platform protocol. It does for video publishing what email did for mail and Bitcoin did for money. On JOYSTREAM, all profiles, videos, and social interactions live on a dedicated high-throughput public blockchain. A user-controlled DAO funds creators and builders and operates the storage and content delivery infrastructure. So, you don't have to work for the conglomerate, right? JOYSTREAM, the streaming platform empowering creators, all right? It's pretty interesting. Total supply is only 1 billion. Dude, tiny, right? I mean, that's unbelievable. That's not bad. Symbol Joy. Now, I don't know much. Let's see what the unvested, when you look at vesting and unlocked and all that. Where's the circulating supply? Are we going to be able to get that information? Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to throw that to us right here. Summary. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I was about to be like, wait. Yeah, so fully diluted 28 million. If all the coins came out today, self-reported circulating supply, which is self-reported, 660 million. So about a little over half of the coins. So it's still going to have a vesting. Half the coins have to come back out. Could always affect price. Just things to think about. All right. I did jump in here on MEXC. All right. If you remember, I was able to jump in here on MEXC. Sorry. I was able to jump here on MEXC. 0 spot maker and taker fees. 0 future maker fee. 0.01 taker fee, right? So lowest fees, highest profits. All right. So the idea behind this is MEXC, man, the place to be. And so if you look here at spot and you take a look, and you can see I have my favorites, and JOYSTREAM became a favorite of the week. Loving this coin. I threw $500 in it. I was just going to start building. I wanted to put $2-3 grand. It's now $960 in through 3 days. And imagine that. Imagine you're a waitress. You make $500 a night, maybe $300 a night. You take one night of your profits, throw it in there, and you double it up. Right? You know what I mean? In 3 days. Now, it doesn't always happen. I'm not saying it, but we look for coins that are high probability. Trading groups give you a better view, For me, a trading group similar to hunting, like say we were hunters and gatherers back in Cro-Magnon times. And I was, that's what I was doing. I was out there looking. And this clan came up to me and they were like, listen, we go out and hunt every night. And we're really good at it because our ancestors have taught us. And, our grandfather gave us this little trick and we just know a little more. And we want to let you know, that, once or twice a week, if you barter with us, right, we'll bring you in on the hunt, or we'll show you like where, you know, how. And so by bartering with them, you end up with a little more meat that week for your family. Some of your hunts just happen to be better in time. You know what I mean? And so, you know, it's the point of the story is that's similar to a trading group. I'm hunting all the time. And some, you know, at one point someone did go up to someone I knew and said, hey, check this out. Look what this is doing, you know, blah, blah, blah. And gave a secret. And then that was passed on. And then eventually got to my mentor, which eventually got to me. And I'm now giving it to you. I called this nice little beautiful scalp to the upside here for Bitcoin. It is going absolutely beautifully well. Just absolutely beautifully well. Starting to pump beautifully to the upside. I saw that the falling wedge was touching the 21 with the curving stochastics. I put an alert. The alert hit. I opened the trade. Trade boom to the upside. We crossed this point of control, which means we get even more upside. And BOOKMAP's in our favor, telling us we're likely going to go somewhere to 27,000. Even, you know, it's got ideas that we could go up to what, 27.5, 27.2. So want to see my data tulip. There we go. So look, yeah, I mean 27,150. So this is suggesting we are going to the upside for Bitcoin. So I said, let me just find a small flag or something to get in on this party before it's too late. And when the Stokes looked pretty good to me, and the MACD said no, you know, and then we had falling volume with falling price, and boom. And did anyone take this scalp to the upside? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Bang, bang, ba-bang, bang, bang. Okay? Unbelievable. So, and look, there was a scalp there on the 5-minute too. Beautiful. Beautiful. When Bitcoin is pumping and doing numbers, the small time frames can give you so many gains. And look at this thing plowing to the upside. I can't tell you, you know, I woke up this morning. Had you been in the trading group, I did an update immediately. I saw a move to the upside on the 1-hour time frame. I woke up and I saw price action like so. Let me move. I just want to move this for a second. I saw price action like this, and the 1 hour is pointing. And even though the 4 hour was a little overbought, and I said, that's, you know, I said that the 200 SMA was right there. And I was like, man, the 4 hour can pump to the 200 SMA. I said, and then the 1 hour looks good to me. And I put out a call for this ascending triangle. I built this ascending triangle. I haven't watched any other YouTuber because I've been doing too much of my own TA and been in my own group. But I built this ascending triangle. I also brought this idea to everybody's attention that this is possibly a shoulder, kind of a head and a right shoulder. I drew that out for y'all too as well, and we talked about it. We had gaps in the VRVP. We got above a key level of resistance, which was 26,300. The second a candle closed above that today, open the long immediately, because that was the key level we had to get back above. You're in the money. So whether you traded support or resistance, whether you traded these, the actual ascending triangle here. And remember, I got into the trade here last night, opened the long here. Now, I didn't stay in it because it's been volatile, but had you stayed in that long, be in the money right now. Pretty hard to do with the volatility. That's something I'm working on, trying to stay in a long through the volatility and trust the levels. But at the end of the day, we had a beautiful SR flip here, right? We had previous resistance right here, even way back here. There was a wick here. We kind of came to there. We bounced off it once. We wicked to it here. We bounced off it right there too as well. It's crazy. And that was 2660, which was the old point of, I don't know if you remember, but it was the old POC, see? And there it comes in when I make it big. See, there's the red line right there. It was a key point of control. So using the VRVP, and what was crazy is that was a key point of control, and it happened to be my trend line, right? So boom. Anyway, just being able to trade small time frame patterns would have made you nail so many of the Bitcoin moves in the last, you would have just hit so many of the moves. Now we clearly have a resistance here, you see, because we couldn't get back above. So this is going to be a level that we're going to want to clear, 26,680. All right. But wow, man, what a day to be alive, man. Shout out to everybody here. God bless each and every one of you. What a day to be in the trading group. The gains on gains already this morning were out of control. And I'm telling you, I'm going to rush to the charts. I woke up this morning. My wife was like, you got to bring the kids to the school. I was like, my daughter was, I have to be honest with everyone, my daughter was a minute late. She actually wasn't late. She actually got in the door, the good door. So she may have been like a minute late, you know? And we had PPI today, which was kind of bearish, technically. You know what I mean? Because we had things going up. We're going to talk about that, the PPI data that dropped today. We're going to break that down for you. But it also kind of has a baked-in idea that they're not going to raise rates. And Bitcoin's doing its own thing. People don't realize we have a halving coming up. Eventually, Bitcoin and the want for Bitcoin is gonna be bigger than the halving. You know, than the people that the fiend for the halving is going to be bigger than anything else. The demand, the worldwide demand for Bitcoin, right? So this is what we need now. We must hold 26.3 for good now, right? So we can get that move. We made a little flag there. We hit a retest, and that thing was gone. And here's my update this morning. And I'm saying, hey, this thing is getting tight. We're looking for a breakout, and Bitcoin's going to make a move soon, right? Talk about how the 4-hour could break out to the 200 SMA. All right. Anyway. And how we had liquidity to the upside for BOOKMAP telling us that we were likely going to the upside. So this morning in a 3-minute update at 7:40 in the morning, you would have known the highest probability of where Bitcoin was likely going to go, and you likely would have been able to take advantage of it. All right. That's the key to being in a trading group. You're going to get, I am doing this all the time. My brain can see things quick. It doesn't take me 20 minutes to explain to you what is likely going to happen on the morning, and boom, I hit. And I'm telling you, the accuracy here in the group is absolutely insane. I talk about it all the time, and it's like I'm talking about myself. I can't stand it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't mean to be a megalomaniac, and I don't want to sound like one. What I am saying is it's the technical analysis. I just discovered TA, and I use it all the time. If you discover TA the same way I did, and you get into it as deep as I did, I'm telling you right now, it's going to change your life forever. You're not going to be the same. And it's also going to discipline you as a person. There's going to be other aspects of your life that come into play with that and change with technical analysis. Things that you didn't realize are going to happen to you that you never thought possible. So are we going to make another ascending triangle? It's possible. The way these moving averages are going and this point of control locally on this 1-minute chart. And so when Bitcoin gets ready, I get ready on the 1 minute. Now, the idea here is we have big liquidity to the upside. This is highly likely the next big trade for Bitcoin, okay? And that's the thing. People are like, I can't stare at the charts. That's fine, 1 minute. I throw an alert here. When that crosses that alert in 10, 12 minutes, something like that, I'm going to know what's up. Bitcoin made a beautiful move here. This is the next possible trade for people that felt like they missed the move and they just, they want to FOMO in. You can't just, some people are just opening up longs right now because they don't, it's not, you can't, that's emotional trading, all right? When you miss the move, there's going to be another move tomorrow, and the next day, you'll feel this way next week, and next week, relieve yourself from the emotions, okay? Do not chase green candles. Say it after me. I will not chase green candles, all right? I will only find probability based on the shape in front of me. Like, why are you entering a trade? For what reason? Because it's green and I want to make money? That can't be the reason. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice, okay? What I want to reiterate is we got to have a system. We got to stay true to ourselves. We got to stay disciplined, all right? But I will not chase green candles, baby. You just can't do it. I chase green and red simultaneously, taking advantage of volatility, scalping $5 to $6. Hey, whatever makes you happy. Shout out to the super chats. Shout out to Skeets for Solana. God bless you, Skeets. Dance Monkey Dance. Dance Monkey Dance, baby, baby, baby. Thank you for being here every day. I cannot wait for the 1,000th episode. Shout out to the 623 beautiful souls on the live, 223 likes, $31 in chat revenue. Where's those other super chats? Let me take a look here at the fan funding. Creators Crypto, £2. TRBTA. Let's take a look at that. Solana. We also just joined the 99. Let's go. Carlos Alejandre, my man. DJ Divergence Doom. Divergence Dom, my man. Sending good vibes to you and Casper. Kill it together, man. God bless you, man. Yeah, that was an amazing interview. Check out the, me and Jason Casper. Just two people in the space getting to know each other. Going, out here in the YouTube world. But shout out to all these awesome super chats. You people are absolutely amazing. We're going to get to your TRB. We're going to get to Solana. All right? I appreciate that. We're going to take a look at both of those. Amazing. So here's the next possible move to the upside here for Bitcoin. Liquidity's screaming that it wants us to go further to the upside here. Screaming. But you never know. It could go dip down there too, down to 26.2. Be careful. Anything is possible. Let's zoom out to boom out. Let me just take a look here. JOYSTREAM, just absolutely beautiful. Should I take profits or hold it? That's what's on my mind now, right? I believe it's going to be a long-term hold. We'll go from there, but we'll see. A little bit of bearish div here on Bitcoin. But lack of bearish momentum on the MACD, falling volume with falling price suggests this thing could possibly get a move to the upside. There's a high volume node there. You lose this, you can drop right back down to 26.3, 26.2 like the liquidity says. But if you stay here, so basically you want to see this bounce. You don't have to enter the trade personally until we see a bounce here. Aggressive entry is right now. It's super aggressive. But if this bounces and comes up, that would just give us a better sign and we get into somewhere in this zone. Just a better, you'll have more clarity. It starts to fall here, then okay. Moving averages are getting far apart, but they could get further apart one more time, and then we'd have to come on down. So there's some high odds that this cool little pattern will play out. 1 hour already showing some signs of a bounce off the trend line. Okay. So here's a possible next scalp to the upside. The first scalp already played out that we had going this morning. Let's see if this next scalp will play out as well. All right. It looks like we will. The liquidity is huge and it's very close. Big BOOKMAP has been amazing. BOOKMAP is a heat map order book. Link in the description below. See what the candles are hiding. Understand liquidity. All right. Let me show you BOOKMAP right now here. And they got a competition trading coming too. Showcase your strategy, elevate your skills, and win 2,000 cash in global lifetime subscription. The competition will begin in 5 days. Check that out. All right. BOOKMAP. And what I love about BOOKMAP is it shows you, check what the candlesticks are hiding. A trading platform that displays market liquidity. You want to see the liquidity. And like we can see clearly that there's huge orders up here that are going, and they get filled when they, So we'll see. That doesn't say, open this long immediately right now because BOOKMAP says so. We're going to wait for confirmation, indication, and it doesn't mean that, we're guaranteed. This is guaranteed we're going up. It's been very accurate recently. It basically hasn't been wrong in basically 10 days. However, about 2 weeks ago, there was a bunch of liquidity down here that we eventually did hit. But for a while, it was there and we went up instead. So it's not 100%. But what it does for me is amazing. It really it adds that added confluence to what I'm looking at. Okay. Who here was trading gay Pepe last night? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's so many crazy coins. Home, Baby Doge 2. They have to make another Baby Doge. We already have Baby Doge. So crazy. But JOYSTREAM, something serious. An interesting platform. Low market cap. Has some promise. You know what I mean? Has some promise. So, only time will tell. But I like what we're seeing. Bitcoin looking bullish here, Could it possibly get legs? I can't wait to jump into those super chats. I'm actually really excited to look at some altcoins right now. And you can see in my trading group, we are fine. We just doubled up. You know what I mean? I doubled up. You saw me double up. I did it. I put my money down. You saw me double it up. Wasn't a lot. I wish it was more. But actually, I don't wish it was more. I'm super blessed. I'm happy with what I had. You know what I mean? So... full port. Lose 100, gain 356. Open long. 69. What happened there? Let's go, baby. Let's see what happens. Let's roll those die. Let's roll those die. Give me a bad... All right. Fastest $2 you'll ever made in your life. Anyway, so, man, all right. Let me take a look at the chat. Oh, yeah. I want to look at the DXY. Last night, a couple nights has been tough for me to sleep. And usually I sleep great. So interesting. Look at this. This head and shoulder gets negated. We get a massive pump with the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin pumps with the DXY today. Interesting, right? Right? And I tell everyone, like, they don't have to be 100%, you know, uncorrelated. Like, they sometimes move together. Because what if people are selling off to get into the ruble? You know what I mean? That's what people don't realize. Like, what if they're getting into other foreign currencies? Right? That's the key. So it's not always one theme, one idea when it comes to the DXY. The DXY could do so many different things. You know what I mean? So now what we want is, now we're overbought on the 1 hour, right? We're getting there on the 4 hour time frame. So we're looking for this confirmation of bearish div here. We go a little higher, but we got this confirmation. What we don't want to see is, we don't want to break continuously and break 105.71. We did get a punch up, but I'm still seeing a bearish divergence. I mean, this is flat while this continues to the upside. You know, so I'm not impressed. Little pump there, still very overbought on the daily, on the 3-day. Daily attempting to switch ways halfway through, which is interesting. And the 22-hour has legs, saying, "Hey, I could pump hard." Bitcoin on the 22-hour has already kind of gone through it's a little bit of a zone there, so it's interesting. We could get a pullback for Bitcoin and a pump. You know, depending, you know, we'll monitor that closely. Sorry, this is a mess right now because I'll go to a different chart. Back to the DXY, but I still see this very strong bearish div on the 22-hour time frame. Price actually moving up while the RSI is not. It just tells me that the days are numbered here. But I'm a support and resistance guy, and if Bitcoin, if the DXY can get above 105.93, then we're gonna have some, you know, we're gonna have to hang out up here. That will technically could be a break of the trend. So only time will tell. As I play Calypso, funny. So there's your DXY. Let's take a look at the ES1 S&P futures. If you like to trade the S&P, right? And remember, I've been calling this like bullish angle here. Let's take away the moving average. So we've been looking at this, right, for the S&P 500. We saw a POC here on the VRVP. We know once we get above that, we can go to volume area highs, and we know there's the next node at 4,600. Okay. This actually, we could be a little more possibly vicious with, but to me, like, that's starting to break out of the channel. All right. Now, we don't know where this actual, you know, I kind of went there, so we could bring this up. So pretty sharp uptrend, but it is what it is nonetheless. So we got that little falling wedge. I just, projected all this when we were hot to see how it would break out from this level. We came back to the low, from that high when we did the projection. And now look, what's happening is kind of, some inverted head and shoulder, which has a measured move. So the S&P looking for a breakout. Once it gets above the zone, this is a previous resistance, it's likely going to be able to push real, right up to, 46.21. So I'm seeing a bullish move here for the S&P 500. It could consolidate a little bit more sideways. It may not happen today, but, I see that the S&P has a higher probability of breaking to the upside here. All right. The daily getting a little high, but it still has legs. And the 3-day chart is just getting started out of this broadening falling wedge that broke to the upside. If you look at it like that's the wedge. You can even just look at it like a falling wedge, and it broke out. Now, again, we're going to have to tussle with 46.23, and we'll see. Do we double top or break through that? That's going to be a key area. But I do see us going for it and making that push to the upside for the S&P. So interesting enough, the S&P possible inverted head and shoulder in the ascending triangle. Likelihood of some type of bullish move. It could get rejected here and go sideways and get tight. And it could bearishly retest. You do want to make sure you stay above this point of control. And you want to have both scenarios in your head. Does it bearishly retest? Then we have to short back down for a possible double bottom. But if it gets back above here and retests 45.43, very likely your S&P is going to be sitting at 46.24. Let's take a look at the NQ. NASDAQ E-mini futures. Similar suggestion here. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? They follow each other, not exactly, but pretty close, This is more of a rising wedge than an ascending. But it means there's just more bullish pressure on this thing, attempting to force it up. The 4-hour technically has momentum. Now, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So you have more of a probability this will break down. But I'll tell you, when they break up parabolic. And when there's a lot of energy and volume, you'll get a push. So lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. Low, high, way higher low tells me we're ready for another higher high in the trend. Okay? And we've been, look, there's your high, there's your low, there's your higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Beautiful uptrend for the NQ. So right now you are in an uptrend. No reason, the trend is your friend until it's not. All right? And this trade banged on them to the upside, right? Up 7% so far. Just doing damage. And on our way to 26,700. Let's go, baby. Let's go, right? Shout out to anyone that may or may not have jumped in. You can now, bring the stop loss possibly to break even. Wait till take profit 1 and stop loss to break even. I want to see us break through the channel to the upside here. What I like to do personally, really cool too, is what I'll do is I'll open the trade. I'll have both of these boxes open here like so. You get it? And so I'll have the trade here up in one window, just so I can see the exact trade and I can move my stop loss free and easy. That's on one monitor waiting for me. And then I have the position on another monitor, right down here, so I can just see when I'm up and how much I'm up and what's going on. You know what I mean? Like 9%, 32, 10%. So that way I'm not staring. I'm not because the other day I was going back. I have 6 monitors. I was like, what was I doing? I was like, why the heck am I doing this? You know what I mean? So I was, going back and forth, right? There's the push we're wanted to the upside here. And that initial trade from the very beginning, which I called out to the, in a scalp here, is still just streamlining to the upside too as well. I closed that, opened it up again. I just, when I saw some of this, I ended up getting stopped out riding it. And now you're getting the short squeeze that we're looking for here to 26,700. And we just ate through some liquidity. There was a good bar of liquidity that we ate. We got 26, pretty close to 26.8, I don't know if it hit it on Bybit or some future. Looks like we got pretty close. All right. Now we're hitting a resistance, but we still got legs on the stochastic to the upside here. You can decide what to do with your trade. You take the 42%. I mean, that's pretty not on $330 to make $40 is a really nice play. You know what I mean? I could snatch that, take mine, or just continue to ride. It all depends on what you want to do. To me, smaller time frames probably getting a little high. See, your 1 minute probably going to come back down to the bottom of this channel. You see that? So you could just snipe that. And what I do is I go into my bigger window again, which now I forget where I'm at because where there it is. And then I just begin to, if I want to exit the trade, I just put my stop loss like really close. Like somewhere like right around there. And then I know I'm just going to get kicked out of the trade and take the money. Which is funny is sometimes I don't get kicked out, which is really weird, you know? Like this is the 1 second chart now. And so look, I didn't get kicked out of the trade, right? Somehow. And I was like right on it. Correct? Like, which is insane, right? But whenever I wasn't protecting, you'll lose the trade. Isn't it funny? You know what I mean? And that happens a lot. Look, now it's up 15% gains for Bitcoin. And I show you guys how to do this all the time on a daily basis now. Like, we just constantly like teaching you how to take gains out of the market and how to do it properly, right? So now look, I can just continue to ride this stop if I want, right to there. Boom, right? And just keep riding these levels on the 1 second. It's the 1 second chart. It's absolutely insane. I'm likely to get hit off there, but it'll be a winning trade, right? Wow, can you believe I didn't get stopped out? There we go. All right. There's some little bit of bearish divvy there. You lost the 200 SMA. And there's a winning trade. That's how you win a trade, all right? You like that, everybody? We did it again. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, all right? And take your money. Learn how to pay yourself, okay? And we tapped the liquidity bar right up in here. It looks to me like we got very close to 26.8 on some exchanges, maybe not ours. All right. All right. The music's got me moving. Seven minutes still. Oh yeah, let's zoom out now. I mean, like then I get caught up in the small stuff. I mean, what a beautiful candle in the 4 hour. 4 hours about to close in 1 hour above the 200 SMA. All right. So let's leave that. See, this is my work. See how I was working? I'm doing work. See how this is what it looks like when I'm working, right? Because I'm putting in all this mental math, right? And that's why if you look at my screen, it's like, one of my buddies said it's like when, it's like you ever see like a mathematician with like his desk is a mess, you know? He's doing all these equations and like writing things down everywhere in notes and just like a mess, you know? Well, let's take a look here. Let's clean it up for you. Because I also get anxiety when I see a lot of that, you know. So it's funny, I have this idea, which I haven't shown anybody. I don't show everyone all my days because I don't want people, you know, some people think I'm out of my mind. But I have this idea that we were in this falling wedge and we just broke out of it, broke back inside of it. And I've shown this exact pattern to many people and shown you that it still breaks up to the upside. I actually identified it as a real pattern and I've used it many times. I can see it again. I'll show it to you and again, maybe on like a different time frame. But this is technically the same thing here. See it? It leaves, comes back in, but it still breaks out, right? Where is it again? This is technically it too here. It's the wedge. It leaves, it comes back in, but it still breaks out. You see it? Now, I've seen weird things that most people just will never see. And I started using them to my advantage. You know, this one kind of did it too, but not really. No, it just kind of did its thing. Eventually fell out, came back inside. This one did it the other way. What I tell everyone is once you get back in the pattern and the pattern's whole, forget the fact that you ever left it and just trade. It's such a weird key insight that will like save you. You know, this one kind of did it too here. Like it broke out, broke back in, and it still kind of, you know, did its thing. Anyway, this is my own little weird sauce. I don't expect you to see what I see every time, but it's pretty crazy, right? Let's break down what I see happening for Bitcoin on the bigger time frame. All right. Now Bitcoin going hard right now, 710. See? Booming to the upside, baby. Booming. And look at that thing skyrocketing now. going for it, baby. I mean, it wants that liquidity. BOOKMAP don't lie, right? Looks like a big short squeeze is coming. And I mean, the target to me is 27,000. You know what I mean? That's your target, is up there at 27K, right? So now I got so many things in my mind. I want to show you this coin. I want to show you that. I want to find my scalp situation. So much going on. This is crazy. But again, another live call on the channel. We show you how to trade Bitcoin accurately almost, basically every single day. It's very rare that we don't give you the way Bitcoin's going to go accurately. And you can see how we do it. Like, we leave our trail of information of how we figured this out, right? So I'm chasing a legacy, nothing else, nothing more. So I want to be remembered for just hammering it away, doing something consistent every day and being good at it. And I love each and every one of you. And I appreciate you all for giving me a platform and giving me a world to be in. I can't believe it. It's Thursday, and I'm here with each and every one of you at 10:57 on September 14th. Like, may God rest each, what a blessing. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've given me in this life. I'm so appreciative of these moments in time with each and every one of you. Man, what a time to be alive. And Bitcoin just continuing to pump. That's my weakness is I sell early. I was saying that the other day. So I got stopped out right there. It came right back up and we were gone. If I just held on, let it ride. Job bless. Shout out to Stack McChange. Let's get some thumbs up here, everybody. Shout out to everybody here on the live. But this trade is still in the money for you. All right. Our entry was right there too. We entered the bottom of the pattern. What a beautiful entry, huh? Look at that. Sniped it. The aggressive entry. There was the retest, technically, a tiny little retest there. Bing. Right? Anyway. So to me, look, you same idea. You broke out, broke back inside. Pattern was still valid. Then you broke down, broke back inside. At that one candle close, you were still inside the pattern. You broke out. You retested. We called this retest here. Made an amazing trade. Trade is actually still going, right, on the 4-hour time frame. So look, that was the 4-hour trade. Low stochastic came up, came back to hit, and there's the retest. That's why sometimes stochastic won't be low. You got to understand support and resistance or even just, how this was the diagonal trend line. You retested it, bang, to the upside. Let's talk about it now. You broke the high that we needed to break at 26. Let's call it was 250. It's 250 here on like the 4-hour, but it was about 26,300 on the smaller time frames. But nonetheless, we battled it. The second we got above it, you open the long, you're in the money too, right? 2642 now, as Bitcoin's getting ready for a bigger move. Looks like it's going to take out the highs there at 27,000, 26.9, 27. It's got some building blocks. And a lot of times when I see this 27.2, you usually flush up, because what happens is once you hit this area, these people they're late. There's a bunch of late shorters, and they just like, oh, it has to go down. And they keep shorting, and it feeds the fire. It feeds the squeeze. And so whenever I see 26.2, a lot of times the squeeze will push up. It's kind of like water flowing into the beach, right? It's like a storm surge pushing over and we get a move up into like 27.4, 27.5 areas, right? Very risky long right now. Interesting. I don't know. BOOKMAP suggests possibly not. BOOKMAP says we got the liquidity. If you look at the 8-hour time frame, which was a time frame that I was looking at too, it was looking pretty bullish. The 12-hour, right? The bigger time frames are starting to get pretty overbought. We've had 3 giant candles, but that's also a bullish. That's 3 white knights. All right, 3 white soldiers. Whatever you call it. Some people call it knights. 3 white soldiers. Bang. TA on W3, please. Shout out to Purple Haze with the $20 super chat. Wow, we have if you know me, everyone, and there we go. Look, we're about to take 26,800. We're gonna go to 26.8. Feel like we just punched through it here. Yeah, like we just punched into 26.8 right there. We nailed it. And when BOOKMAP says it's going to 26.8, it's going to 26.8. Just hold on for the ride. You know what I mean? Just hold on for the ride. But look, 1, 2, 3. This candle closes clean. That's called 3 white soldiers. And look, I'll show you here. I think some people call it 3 white knights or something, but I call it 3 white soldiers, right? Is a bullish candlestick reversal pattern that occurs at the bottom of a downtrend. It consists of 3 consecutive white bodies, each with a higher close. Traders believe that this information signals an upcoming price reversal because of the strong buying pressure. It uses an entry and exit point with traders who are short or security looking to exit traders who are waiting to take up a bullish position, seeing it as an entry opportunity. 3 white soldiers candlestick pattern, right? How to trade 3 white soldiers. You can check this stuff out. Anyway, so it's interesting, you know, if that can close long. And what's cool is there's your next resistance right there, 26,600. See that? 20, yeah. And so a daily close above 26.6 would be amazing. All I want is the daily close above 26.3. And really, see these 2 candles here now on the daily, 26,437. See that? Well, these 2 candles. So let's get a daily candle close above these 2 levels. It's a Thursday. By the afternoon, this will start to kind of mill out, and the volume will dry up. Likely, it doesn't. I can't guarantee anything, but it's likely. Hi everyone. How do I join your Discord? Super simple. Go to cryptolifer.com. All right. Check me out at cryptolifer.com. Join the Discord today. All right. Super easy. And speaking of, you know, what we do here, you know, mainly trading on Mexi, and also we're doing stuff on Discord here. So if you want to join the trading group, we're going to hit you with the links right here, and I keep them in the comment section. Everyone, we make it simple and easy. We're going to pin these comments here, and look, join the trading group. Boom. That brings you right to the Discord through a Me6 link. Sign up with a credit card, PayPal, I believe, a bunch of stuff like that. Maybe just a credit card. And then you can also email us and pay with PayPal, pay with cryptocurrency as well if you email the team. So join the trading group today. 3 white, 100K ninjas, my man. Do you have a course on Udemy? That's interesting. We probably should. Looking for cup and handles on the 5-minute time frame for Bitcoin. There you go. So you can either go to cryptolifer.com or you can hit that pinned link really quick and get yourself into the trading group today. You would have known exactly where Bitcoin was likely going to go. You'd been in the money from the beginning here on the lows. We even opened up a trade 2 days ago right there for Bitcoin, and it's continuously booming to the upside. Stokes don't have to be low. Look what's happening. It was the 1 hour time frame and the smaller time frames that led you to glory here. Low stochastics in the 1 hour, you get in, boom, above a point of control, boom. I don't even need to see the price action. Like what? Like, it's crazy, but like I was looking at this the other day, but that's my volume, dude. Like ambient noise of what is that? Anyway, looking at Bitcoin, I am in disbelief stage. There you go. I just take it one day at a time, and you won't end up in disbelief. You know what I mean? One step at a time, one moment at a time. So here's the deal. I just want a daily close above 26,437. And if we can get it even better, 26.6, unbelievable. All right. We have a huge gap with the VRVP. I've been talking about this over and over again. Do not be surprised when we end up at 29,000 and we do it fast. Bitcoin likes to push through these fair value gaps fast. All right. The fact that we stopped even here in the middle was weird. Figured we would get all the way up there. We just got a little bit of resistance right here for some previous chop. Now that we've stopped there, we can get through it, use it as a support zone. So if we break up, boom, and then continue to move to the upside. So Bitcoin, to me, on the daily, when I zoom in now, showing signs of a move, possibly, all the way up to about somewhere here at 29,171, because that's the next big area of liquidity. And we have this big gold gap. So don't, and I do keep you guys from seeing things, to see things before they happen, so you're privy to them when no one else is paying attention, when no one else is seeing it. Okay. We called this reversal here, if you remember. In my trading group, I was like, man, that's likely. I said it's strong, and it's all documented. I'm not like running my mouth here. It's all documented. Okay. We called this break back down, if you remember, because the 4-hour in my trading style was too far away from the 21 SMA. And I said, look, price action is going to come back to the 21 SMA, everybody. Simple short, right? Here, when we dumped it, price action is going to come back to the 21 because you're too far away. With RSI high on this one, RSI low on that one. Using the distance between price action and the 21 and the RSI conjunction, you can create your own beautiful, just, man, I'm giving away too much, man. I really am. I really am. But it's the special sauce. Anyway, so Bitcoin. Another bullish sign is that Bitcoin can get above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. In 53 minutes, this candle will close. If it closes above, that's very bullish. I always talk about the fact that we can open longs on the other side of the 200 SMA. Keep a stop loss here, right? The only thing I don't like is see where the 21 is. The 4-hour is going to hope if it can get one more pump and pull, but eventually it's going to have to come back to the 21-day moving average. The 4-hour is getting too far away from the 21, which tells me that it's more unlikely that we will make it above this. We might just kind of hang out and then come back down, unless we can go sideways. But it's more likely that we make some type of pullback pattern here into low liquidity Friday. So just be careful, because the 21-day moving average is just too far away from price action, telling me that, you know, that could have been the end of the rally for the day. That may have been the high for the day. Let's look at the 1 minute. If you have 1 minute bearish div, a lot of times it can mark the end of the day. Not every time, but I have seen the 1 minute bearish divergence called like the end, you know. I mean, you do technically have, you know, you have the swing up and you have the 1 minute bearish div. Now, everything will change if we flip 26.8, then we continue to pump, right? And this is still actually a valid pattern, see? We could technically still be inside an ascending triangle that wants to pump. I'm open-minded. This could still technically give us the money. I mean, BOOKMAP says we go higher. And just because the 4 hours away right now, it doesn't mean, like, I'm just saying eventually, like, the pop is eventually going to slow down, and then we're going to get, once we get the bearish div on maybe the 1 hour or the 15, we'll be able to short the 4 hour back to the 21 SMA. Every time. Every time. Every beautiful pump like this will give us a beautiful short back to the 21. Back to the 21. So everyone, we now can get our mouths ready and juicy, because a short is going to be there for us, because we know that the space has been made. The stochastics are getting high. All right. But not until the smaller time frames, not until we can get this kind of high for the day. This is funny. This has got a little bit of a Sammy Cup and Handy vibe. BOOKMAP says that this will play out to the upside, and BOOKMAP's been very, very accurate, but you never know. There's no guarantees. But it says 27K. It's got a fat order. It's got huge orders up there. Just like it got to 26.8, BOOKMAP says, I will take 27.2 and I will like it. So that's likely, all right? It's about 11:09. I'm about to end my Bitcoin extravaganza here, but this is a nice little scalp here to the upside. Bang, right? Nice little scalp. Is there a 3-to-1 there below the and put your stop loss below this point of control, which you just broke back above, right? Which makes beautiful sense. And there it goes. And again, I can't pump Bitcoin, so you're just watching technical analysis play out the way it's supposed to. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, turning here. Look, there's even hidden bullish divergence. This is pretty flat, or to the downside while that goes up. I mean, that tells you that the trend's going to continue to the upside. Hidden bullish divergence, 1 minute time frame. Very likely we're going to get a move. Very likely. All right? Very likely. Now, where's the you know, and then I'm open-minded, right? Shoulder, head, do you make a right shoulder? And that's the end of the party for the day. Okay? That's why you have what's called the stop loss, because you don't know what's going to happen. You play probabilities, and you go from there. Okay? But BOOKMAP says, hey, we got it. We're above a point of control now at 26,600. You know, we fell below it. Resistance. Boom, boom. Use that. Boom. There's some SR flipping going on here on the smaller time frame. We'll come back to this in a second. So the NQ, I finished feeling very bullish. Look for the retest of 15,700, and that thing is going to moon. Shout out to my DGens in the Leverage Mastery. God bless you all. And let's bring that up. Let's bring up Leverage Mastery every single Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Jump on into Leverage Mastery class. Understand time zones. Understand London, Asia, New York. Understand what's happening. Understand the candle closings. Your mind will be blown. You will never be the same. You'll never look at trading the same. Okay? Jump on into this and then slap on some risk management into there and understand how to use a dollar to begin a trade. Your whole mind's going to be blown. You're going to see things in a way you've never saw them before. I'm telling you right now, this blew my mind when I took this class. I still like to take it. I might even be in the class with you this Sunday. $150 for serious traders to reach the next level. I would like that if you've been in my trading group, join my trading group. Now, a beginner can jump on in here and start, by all means. But the idea is we want to get you to the next level, man. And look at this, Crypto Billy. This is an older man with a family that would never steer you wrong. Super responsible gentleman. You know, self-made, you know, of his own man. You know, a man of his own success. And best class for leverage trading, Master Friend, is a great teacher too. Crypto Billy, man, signing off with the checklist, you know. And I met Crypto Billy in person in Austin, Texas. What an amazing guy. So I would jump on into this class right now while you still have the chance. You never know how we're going to restructure this or set it up. I'm telling you right now, I would take advantage of these low prices for this amazing information while it's still out there at that level. Get your mind blown like this guy. You know what I mean? Just like, whoa. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I joined the Discord. I'm excited. Shout out to Mark Kokiumbus. Mark, we love you, man. And we're going to take you to another level. And remember, when you join my Discord, you got to immediately watch the Watch First section because it explains how to navigate the Discord. There's a lot going on in here. There's a token metric section. There's gains on gains. Who are the elite? What are they doing? Who's stack on the radar, right? What's he talking about? These are my elites, man. People that I personally train doing damage every single day, all right? So I love each and every one of you for being here because you guys are the future. You know, you guys and girls are the ones that are going to take us to the next level. Some of you are in your 20s right now, and you know what? I was in my 20s. 20 years from now, I'm going to be 60, you know? Like I was with Grant Cardone and Gary Cardone last night in Spaces. And check out Gary Cardone, man. His Spaces are blowing up, you know? And, you know, he was making millions of dollars building billion-dollar companies, you know, on the low without anyone knowing, you know what I mean? On the low, you know, I mean, people knew in business, but he wasn't like a big Twitter guy, you know? And he's starting his Twitter campaign, man. And this man, when he goes hard. And when he does something, he's successful at it. And this is Gary Cardone, Grant Cardone's twin brother. I'm also a twin. I don't know if you know that. But a Spaces last night was amazing. And we were talking about what's someone's genius code. What's your genius code? And everyone was asking you, hey, what's your genius code? This woman, Maze, too, she's really interesting. She has this like vibrational energy that really kind of brought the whole room together. Something magical went on last night. The Spaces was 4 hour long. It was insane. And it was really, really powerful. And what is the genius code? Gary Cardone and Maze Love. I'm telling you right now, dude, 2,600 people tuned in. It was 5 hours long. It was unbelievable. And so many people got a chance to talk and connect and kind of break down how they felt and it was just an amazing, when it was like my mind, like I think that's another reason I couldn't sleep last night, because when this ended, I was realizing how big Spaces is going to be, because you can connect with people all around all over the place. You know what I mean? You can connect with people all over the place. It's pretty interesting. So, pretty nuts. And someone said something about something. I mean, whatever someone does or whatever, these spaces were amazing. I participated in the space. It was amazing. So you do whatever you want, you know. Charles Murray. Funny. There's always something to do on spaces, right? SEC kills NFTs. Friend Tech hype with Ryan's out. I think I'm going to jump into Friend Tech because I believe it's only a matter of time it's going to do well. See, look, we lost that 200 SMA now. I'm down 9. We'll see what happens. Just back to the bottom of the pattern. Breakout, fake out. But that's why, look, we took those gains. Looks like it's going to bounce off the channel and continue, but shoulder, head, kind of right shoulder. Some mixed signals. And let's like zoom out. Like then I get out of that time frame, you know. Funny, I don't want to delete my old work, man. We did so well. We did so well. I just want to take you guys through kind of what happened. So like Bitcoin broke out. And then it made this move. And I looked at it as a falling wedge. Pretty crazy, right? And I saw that this was the trend line, resistance, and we hit the trend. And then there was a POC. Told me we could get the bounce. Okay? And the stochastics were low, MACD too. And then we had falling volume with falling price. All these things came into conjunction, told me we could get the bounce. Next thing you know, we get the bounce. All right? Now we're here. Right, now we're here. And it's looking like, you know, and then I draw this flat and I start drawing this before. I don't know, you know, and I'm like, it looks like we'll come down to the trend line. And you know, it's not this, it's not that. Like these patterns make the same 45-degree angles. It's weird too. Like the angles are always pretty similar. That's something that I'm subconsciously doing without even realizing it, without even saying anything. And look, then we hit the 21 with stochastics, lack of bearish momentum, and that huge crazy push. Got rejected though. And what was good about this is we came down pretty fast. Like we didn't stay like immediately on a smaller time frame. We lost 26.3. Once you lost 26.3, we came back to the bottom of the pattern again. And then you readjust and you realize, okay, wow. And then we woke up this morning saying, hey, guys, this is getting tight. The 1 hour looks like we're about to make a push to the upside. Here's our measured move, which is the length of the base of the triangle to the, here. We swing that, we're going to get to about 27,157 possibly, right? And there you have it. So it's just, just simple technical analysis. Like I didn't have to know anything about, time frames or I didn't have to know anything. All I had to know was how to trade a falling wedge with low stochastics and lack of momentum in the MACD, and also watching the volume. Falling volume with falling price tells me reversals. Look at that, reversal. Falling volume with falling price, reversal. All right. So I'm going to delete my old work and we'll start fresh again on this Binance chart. All right. And I am kind of harping on Bitcoin so much lately, but I want to. So number one, look, we are starting a bearish div on the 1 hour. That's starting to get flat. Even if that pushed up, that would have to push us up, but it's, So I see a bearish divergence here on the 1 hour time frame. Babe, will you park on the side so my mom can park in the driveway? Thank you, BB. So, yeah. It's all about your mom, man. Let your mom drive right in, everybody, Make sure she gets the driveway, everybody. Put your car on the street if you have to. It's your mama. It's your mama. So, okay, so now if this breaks out, it could break out parabolic, which it looks like it's attempting to do with a retest, right? So watch this. Like, so it's a rising wedge now, in my humble opinion. All right, see, I'm changing it up because I'm seeing it differently. I didn't see it that way before. I mean, you can always go back. But I see that's a trend line right there. You see? And now you're like, wow, like this thing could really bounce here. And that's why, and now we are watching that small time frame idea. Let's go to the daily. No moving averages. And so your next resistance is this big bar of area 27,250, right? So that's our next real area to you know, it's likely we're going to get to 27,250 because you've gotten through this resistance, right? You don't really have a point of control on the daily till you get up in here. There's still momentum. So I just don't see why we won't be able to get up to this next bar here at 27,270, 27,250. It looks likely we're going to be able to get to that place, right? Sam, what do you think of quant long term? You know, I think quant's going to be cool used in the system. I think what people say about it, the fundamental analysis is great. I think it's going to do well, and I think it's a great project. However, for making money as a speculative investor, I put it at like as a project, I give it a very high rating, like 100. You know, as a project, I give it a nice high rating. It's interesting. As a speculative investor that likes to make money, you know, strictly make money, I hesitate, you know, on quant. And the only reason is because just the market cap at 1.6 billion, 92 bucks. It goes to 1,000, does a 10x. You're looking at a $11 billion market cap, you know. So, fine, it goes to a $30 billion market cap. It was 30x. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Do you think it 30x's to a $30 billion market cap? Yeah. I don't know. So I'm just, to me, because it, you know, I don't know. Circulating supply is very low, 14 million. I like that. And already 12 million out. You can't beat that. You know, you're not going to, you know, quant's not going to dump on you and unlock a lot. I believe my humble opinion, it's a good 10, at the very most 20x. You know what I mean? So I did close my trade at down $9. I just cut it off. When I start see the downtrend here, see? Even the 1 second just can show you a downtrend, all right? This guy says Ben is going to do 100x. That's interesting. It very well may be. Shout out to Hannah King, though. Thank you for all the gifting memberships. And I see you gifting a lot to people all around. You're just a blessing. God bless you. And thank you so much for everything you've done for our channel and for the lifers. You're a really awesome person, and we appreciate you. So thank you, Hannah King. You're a legend in the space because givers gain, and you've gained so much by giving, and you've shown people, too, that giving is amazing. So there you go. And so, look, we lose this trend. You start to fall to the downside. It's kind of the rush of the day, right? Now, it doesn't mean we're done. Doesn't mean we're done forever, you know. It's just that small time frame kind of rushes over. Usually, you know, things get crazy. Now, could we just be bouncing back inside? I'll be open-minded. See, my open-mindedness could confuse you because he said one thing, but I'm always just willing. I'm willing to keep an open ear to the idea, you know. Still is kind of a hidden bullish divergence. Tells me that it could make some gains here. It's not over yet. Anyway. Daily still has legs to the upside. Remember that. Next level is going to be 26,250, 240 area. All right. I'm probably the only multimillionaire in the chat room. I disbelieve that. That's rude to say, actually. How many people here are multimillionaires? You know what I mean? I'm pretty close. You know what I mean? Ichimoku Cloud. I see 2 head and shoulders and a double top. Sean Behringer. You'd be surprised, man. I will be. There's people in here that are multimillionaires. I know someone in here personally that is a multimillionaire in the chat. I am a multimillionaire. CTO said it, you know. Will be one day. Not me. I am, brother. See, that guy is. Crypto Billy just put the fist up. He's a multimillionaire. He's not trying to brag, but I'm just telling you, man. Like, I don't hang out. You know, when I go state to state and travel, man, we eat the nicest steak. Like, I don't hang out with, you know what I mean? Multimillionaire is easy these days. Only new money talks about money. Exactly. Funny. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, this is like a bad conversation. Sorry, Jamie. I apologize. I just wanted him to realize, like, he's in good company. You know what I mean? So, let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So, can we stay above this previous resistance that we've now made? There's a chance we can. So, it's a battle right here for 26,600. You go lower than that, you're back inside this falling wedge, and falling wedges break to the downside 68%. So, great. We break back inside here, and there's a chance they fake us out and rip again. But once you break this level, you know that, like, you know, the fun is over a little bit. You're going to have to wait for some pullback. And then if this does a bearish retest, you're breaking back down to this level here. Rising wedges break down where they began, and you'd be looking at 25,008, and we would lose the 25,900 and just that, and then the 26,3 and all that. We don't want to see that. So let's see what happens. You know, I'm optimistic for Bitcoin here. 21-day moving average is close enough. We just got a golden cross. There's a likelihood of all times I've seen it, and it would be a pretty big move here. There's a likelihood this does go parabolic to $28,200. And remember, we have that huge gap in the VRVP. So this could very well happen. Very well. We don't want to lose 26.6, which we're about to. That was a nice little sweet spot for me, you know. One thing I do got to tell you, too, is now you're away from the 21-day moving average. You've got to come back to it. So you're likely, a short is likely. You're very likely to drop here to the bottom of this channel. Touch the 21. To me, a short looks highly likely. Okay. We had our fun on the long. We got a bearish div on the 1 hour. Pretty strong one. Right? You see that? So. And the 4 hour's pretty overbought too. So, you know, don't be surprised if we do dump right back down to this POC. All right. I spent my son's birthday money on the 99 to make some cash, and I'm a union electrician apprentice grinding my bones 50 hours a week to barely support my family of 3. I'll never see a mill. That's not true, man. You never know what could happen to you in your life. If you had $1 million, you wouldn't be on here bragging about it. Or you wouldn't have it long smart money concept. Have it long. If you had $1 million, you wouldn't be on here bragging about it. Or if you do, you wouldn't have it long smart money concepts. Funny. BERG. Don't short know. You never know what someone's doing. You know what I mean? I'll go to that comment. I used to walk around with a suit, like a guy, a multimillionaire came, ordered a suit. My wife worked at a suit business. The guy never picked it up. You know, 4 months went by. They measured me and I got into the suit, and the suit fit me amazing. They said he could take it for free. And the suit was like, you know, a $2,000 suit. And I would walk around on that suit. And then my friend was a millionaire and he bought me like a $4,000 watch because he was drunk one day and he was like, hey, I'll hook you up, man. Let's go. And he was buying a watch anyway. And he's like, pick out one you want. So like, boom, a week later, I'm a guy who like just got off unemployment and I'm rocking a $2,000 suit, $4,000 watch. And I'm walking down Manhattan just like, and you'd be like, oh, that guy's a millionaire or that guy's super rich, right? And I wasn't. So, like, you never assume anything about anybody. You know what I mean? You just don't know. You don't know. You just don't know how much money somebody has. You just don't know. You can think all you want. You can guess all you want. You'll never know. They could have a trust fund hidden that you didn't know about. They could be broke. They could look rich and be broker than you think. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that in America, too. The key is to be humble and happy with what you have, man. And get back to the topic of spirituality and legacy, and off the topic of, you know, I'm sorry we poisoned the chat with the nonsense today. I apologize for that, right? So if 26.6 can hold, there's a chance we can get busy. And I'm open-minded to it. It looks unlikely, but there's a chance. And so we're kind of right here at this precipice. Right here at the precipice. Pretty interesting moment in time for Bitcoin. Can we hold 26.6 with a bearish dip on the 1 hour and overbought stochastics on the 1 hour time frame? God could take it away. Stay humble. Amen. Crazy music. A lot of energy. It's good energy, though. I drive a 79 150 hunting boots. You'd never know what I do for a living. My man, right? We all rich with health and happiness, being alive. Cherish every day. Carpe diem. Crypto Muser Farms, man. God bless you, brother. I love you. Thank you for saying that. Hot over 30 minutes, and we can fly. There's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance? You're telling me there's a chance we could get busy all the way to the upside here. Savvy, Capadaddy. We could just do damage. I don't know. Looking to me like we lost the channel. I mean, there's a cup and handle there. Sammy, cup and handy. There is a cup and handle. I like the bottom cup and handles, though. This one's kind of at the top. But it is bouncing off the 200 SMA and a point of control. What if the Sammy cup and handy played out? What if it played out to the upside, eh? All the way to the top of the channel, eh? Hey, good day, mate. Bouncing off the 6, and we never lost 26.6. You saw that? We battled. We didn't lose the zone. This could get really, really interesting really, really fast. 7 minute got oversold really fast, too. To me, you're just too far away. These moving averages are just too far away. If you do get a pump, it's going to be an insane pump. Massive liquidation, and then you're going to come down pretty fast. Because you're going to be too far away. All right. Between my wife and I, we make, yeah, wow. Amazing. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to get people to sound good. We're happy. You know, all we need is bacon on the beach, man. I decided to spend more money on healthier foods. I've always spent money on healthy food. My dad always put money on food first. Like, he spent so much money on food. Frankie Candles, are you kidding me? Look at this guy. My man. With the $100 super chat, Sammy, cup and handy for the win. Much love, bro, man. See, it always comes back, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for the love. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Everyone, he's on today at 5 p.m. Check him out. Actually, no, 5:45. Sorry. All right? That's not that. After ATB jumps on, 5:45. Watch that man, dude. He's amazing. Check him out today. He'll blow your mind. Shout out to the candles in the chat. Shout out to everybody here. Crypto Billy, Stack Big Change, Lifer Adam, and everybody out here. Frankie, God bless you. Thank you so much for the love, man. Appreciate you stopping on by, man. Are you going to long this with us right now? Do you think Bitcoin can capture 26.6 and hold? Are we going to get the pump to the upside? Is this Sammy cup and handle going to blast to the upside of the 7 minute? It'd be kind of cool if just draw this on your chart for yourself here. And just when this hits, if it does, just go get yourself a little cheese. You know, if this hits today, Frank, you get to go get yourself a piece of chocolate cake, all right? And you can, when you eat it, you have to go, Sammy, cup and handy, man. You know what I mean? If the 7 minute hits this just the top of this channel here at 26.765, all right? This is a wacky cup and handle, but it is a cup and handle. You know, we're seeing if 26.6 hold. If it doesn't, we're likely, I'm showing a rising wedge here that's likely going to fall back into the wedge and then to the bottom of the pattern. You're away from the 21, and whenever you get a gap from the 21-day moving average, you're going to likely come back to it. So, overstood on the stochastics. This would be an equivalent to you getting a big red blue wave, money flow slightly drying up a little bit on a smaller time frame, and possibly getting like a red dot, or maybe a green, a red X, or just a bearish divvy, in the waves. You might be getting a wave in your trigger waves. I know I do. I study markets ever for 2 years. Funny. Just for the record, only multi-billionaires count. Yeah, exactly. No, trillionaires, dude. A billionaire? Come on, man. The way they print money, in 20 years, we're going to have to be trillionaires to get that dough, Look at JOYSTREAM just continuing to bang on them and still holding these highs. I can't believe it. Holding the high of the day. Came back down, but it's consolidating. JOYSTREAM, we talked about it. We went over it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what's going on with JOYSTREAM. And Bitcoin's been volatile today. There's been a lot of action. When there's a lot of action, we watch it closely on the small time frames. A little more than we probably should. It is what it is. If we lose the point of control, we're going to drop down probably to 26.3 and drop down to the bottom of the bigger channel. We already know what's likely on the board here watching the zone. I'm going to delete this. Don't need it. I'm telling you, man, it's a battle for 26.6 right now. It's insane. Very, very interesting. A battle for 26.6. $58 billion sounds good to me. $5 billion sounds good. It's all right. You know, it's all right. Like, wow, the small time frame on JOYSTREAM. This thing's gonna have to come home at one point, but it's just more people are knowing about it. It's got a tiny market cap, so it's just getting its expansion. You know what I mean? This thing is expanding right now. Someone asked about Casper. Let's take a look at CSPR. A long-term hold for me I keep adding to. Hasn't really given us much move. 1 minute is pumping there. Let's take a look. It pumped up to the 200 SMA. See tight moving averages, you pump up to the 200 SMA. But let's look at it. Casper on the low at 33 and really lower than it's been in a while. Let's take a look at the daily. So Casper got a nice pump into April. All right. I found out about it around this time right here. It's funny. It got the pump into consensus. April 28th, 30th. It pumped like into consensus in Austin, Texas there. I met the CTO and I did an interview with her on my channel. It's still live if you want to check it out. I have a bunch of interviews on the channel. I meet people from all over the industry in person too. And I love in-person interviews, and I love going to events and really getting the story for you guys and doing the live streams. And we did that for Miami, and it was awesome. We did it for Consensus too as well. Got invited to Bitcoin Amsterdam. It's coming up in October. I'm seeing if I can swing it. So anyone out there that could meet me in Amsterdam, let me know. Where do you have resistance? The 200 EMA. Everyone is here so protective of the VOB, and I love it. The vibe's so important, everyone. We're not about that. This group is about it. About that love, baby. About that love. So this is in basically a giant cup and handle. Hugging a higher, made a lower low there, but it's still hugging the macro higher low. Lower than it's been. You would expect it to come possibly touch this POC at 3 cents. But Casper, man, long term, I like what it's doing. 3-day chart suggests that it could start getting a move again. You know, and oscillate through the 3-day here. It oscillated down, and it could start to oscillate back up. It is in a falling wedge. They could break back up, and it's very, very low. We pull a fib. It's at that 786 level too, right? I like this coin. I own, a good amount of it. And so whenever it's pretty low like it is today, I'm going to be grabbing a little bit more of it and just adding to my bags. So I'll add about 1,000, about $1,000 of it. At these lower, I'll do 500 today and 500 tomorrow. 15,000 Caspa at 33.2. And this is, zero spot maker and taker fees. I really like it, limit in, okay? And look, it's 999999996, like a 00004, I guess. Like, I don't even know, somehow in the transaction by how much you bought. Like, I ended up buying I didn't buy 500. I bought 4999999, And you'll see it'll say zero fee. It'll be amazing. If you want to go to Amsterdam, I will go too. I can pick you up at the airport if you want. That'd be so cool, man. I would like to vet someone, do an Airbnb. You know what I mean? You could see how we live together, do a little interview, hanging out with a lifer. You know what I mean? Let's go. If you go to Amsterdam, I'll go too. I can pick you up. That'd be so cool. Well, I'll remember that, man. So I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, so Casper at the very lows. I believe in this project, so I would buy it when it's super low. But you have to, this is one that you'll see me say that. A lot of times I won't, right? You'll see me say I wouldn't touch this because, and again, possible swing trade coming for this, you know, macro higher low. And the 3-day chart showing oversold regions. Not strong enough bullet. You like the bullish div to be a little stronger. You can kind of swing a hidden bull in a way because that's swinging up while that's swinging down. There's some vibes of a hidden bullish there that could get us back up. The key is to get us to flip 4-1. Once we flip 4-1, we can kind of get rid of these lows. Just friendly advice for taking rides from Schiphol in Amsterdam. Only ride official taxis. Thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate it. Okay, and we got the news for you to bring you to today. And shout out to all the super chat. Shout out to Frankie with $100. Shout out to everybody here, man. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all. $163 in chat revenue, blowing my mind. Taking short funding in the market is like taking candy from a baby. Yeah, that short played out, right? Yep, there you go. And now you're back in the pattern. 1 hour wants to dump. See that? And we can negate it. Frankie doesn't get his chocolate cake, you know, unless something miraculous happens. Still technically is a cup and handle, but to me, you lost 25.6, right? And again, I didn't long that. I just want to make it really clear. Like, let's not long that. Like, no. So bearish div on the 7-minute. You see it? Just bearish div and short it. You know? Even on the indicator, we got the bearish div. And so Bitcoin's likely to drop. And that's a double top M pattern too. M's break to the downside. You're likely to break down now. Boom. Right to this key area. And then we'll see what happens. You could bearishly retest and this could continue. But I'm looking at 26,388 as my area. All right. BOOKMAP still suggests that we're going to get up to 27.2. 27,000. It just, we don't know if that's going to happen, you know, today, tomorrow. But it hasn't given up on this area. All right. And we are above 26.3. Remember, 26.3 is the key area that we just want to close a daily candle. 26.3 or 26.4. It would be amazing. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So here we go. I mean, a likely move further to the downside for a double top bearish div on Bitcoin. And there you have it. But wow, look back above 26.6 again. Like amazing. Again, I will change my tune if we don't go below 26.6. So it, like, you know, honestly, it's looking like, it's funny, the 7 minutes kind of bullish because it's oversold on the stochastics. These two wicks here, and we hold the point of control. Wow. Cup and handle still in play? Like, do you long that cup and handle is the question now. I'm not Sammy cup and handy if I don't long it, right? So, like, I have to long it to prove to everyone that the cup and handle wins every time. And that I will win. I will win. 1 hour's a little high, but it's scooping. I mean, the 1 minute. You just want to scalp all the way to 26.7. Quick scalp. $26.6 is the key. You lose $26.6 and it doesn't matter anyway. So this is where you could do like 100x leverage or something crazy. For me, not you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, like I'll open up a $22 trade, right, on this cup and handle. It's likely gonna pump, and Frankie can get his cake. All right. So like it's more of an adrenaline. It's just for fun, really quick. 22, 141x leverage. All right. I tell you, I'm the king of 3%. 333, man. All right. Let's see this thing go. I mean, this show's been interesting lately. It's been a lot of Bitcoin. All right. I got to prove to you guys that the cup and handle wins every time. It's Sammy cup and handy, baby. You know what I mean? Hey. Hey. Hey, I've taken 2 profitable trades over here this morning. So I'm going to sit on the sidelines, but that's a cup and handy over here to the upside. Sammy bangs on him for 15% gains in a half a second. I mean, that's the, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you do, that's, you know, there's a chance we can hit 100% on that trade, right? I lost my window. Now, again, this could just make a lower high and dwindle off, and we can dump. Like, I'm not... You're just trying to see if you can get to the resistance. The key is that we didn't break below 26.6. So, like, as long as you stay above 26.6, like, you're good to go. You were bang on, Sammy. Funny. Shout out to Crypto Space Cadets. We will Uber Eats Frankie his cake if it plays out. Yeah, yes. How low of a position can you take on leverage? You can take $1. And that's the key. You could have a zero liquidation level at one point. And that, see, that I like what the question you just asked. All right. Now, I'll get liquidated at 26,530. I'll lose the $22 completely. Okay. So that's the game I'm playing. The 1 minute is my vein, but it looks like we got this. Looks like we're just going to peel off here. We are above the 200 SMA. Bullish sign. We are above a point of control. Bullish sign. We got some cool, like, retro disco going. Retro disco house. All right. Isn't this the place to be? How could you not want to be here today, man? Look at the energy going on the live. Let's take a look at Solana on MEXC. Shout out to all the super chats. We're going to get to every single one of them. We got Solana, we got Kuji, we got W3, we got Alex, we got TRB. I mean, that thing is climbing. It's like, I should have put $10,000 in there. You know what I mean? 16% is beautiful. 18% is gorgeous. You know what I mean? That thing is ripping now. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. Dude, I had to do it. I should have put the whole... I should have went full port, though. High coin pumping too. Bang, bang, bang. 11 minutes and we're off. Why 11 minutes? Oh, that's like a time frame? Oh, 12 o'clock? I put a limit order if the price to reach it, enter along. Binance decided it's a market order. Injective, mate. How can you pay bills with $4 profit? You have to leave in 10 minutes, said my wife. Oh my God. I can't be in these trades. I'm doing a walkthrough. I got to do a walkthrough over here. 2 minutes. He said, how can you win $4 profit? This thing could end up getting bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? This is good for the altcoins. We're going to get some distribution. So look, you're starting to get tight moving averages, and the 200 SMA is hanging out on the 3-day chart. Solana's about to pump on the 3-day. Low, high, higher, low. I'm seeing Solana pump up to this 200 SMA, and I see it gap up to this VRVP. I'm calling a long for Solana up to about $32. This looks like it's going to happen on the 3-day chart. So Solana looking very bullish to me based on my indicators. No holds bar, and I like what I'm seeing on the VRVP. I like what I'm seeing in the patterns. I like what I'm seeing with the with everything. It's making sense all along, right? Wow, 23%. Bam. I mean, there's how the cup and handle works. See? You guys didn't believe me, right? Thought I was crazy, right? You thought Sammy Cup and Handy was nuts, right? You thought it didn't work like that, right? But Frankie's getting his chocolate cake, okay? Frankie, you're getting the cake, man. I don't care if we have to airlift it to you. Oh, my gosh. Solana looking extremely bullish on the bigger time frames. TRB, let's take a look at TRB. Today's the day I would live stream the whole afternoon. I don't know why. It's just this energy going on today. Wow, TRB just got lit. It just didn't stop. We thought it would cool off, but wow. Wow. See, I was saying, hey, it's got the moving average at far above, but that thing just got lit. My team was all over this, putting it out there. I even talked about it. TRB. I put it out in the trading group. I was like, man, watch TRB. Let's see I'm trying to see the day I put it out because it was like 4 or 5 days ago. And Stack McChange had it too. Yeah, we had a bunch of people going over it. Stack McChange had it out on 9/11, man. Teller. Right here, put an official call out on 9/11 in the bull flag and everything. TRB. His price was at sitting at what, 24.53 when that came out. This thing's sitting at 33.95. I mean, dude, my trading group's on fire. Like, on fire. Like, if it moves, someone's got a chart on it, like, banging on him. And he only puts out things that he likes personally. Look at that thing, banging on him. Low stochastic, lack bearish momentum on the MACD, falling volume, falling price, bang, bang, bang. And he was, like, updating this all the time, so I'm pretty sure he did it again. Elites are banging on him to the upside. I would say it's time to take some profit at this point. You're going to come back down to the 200 SMA. You're just too far away. All right? You're just too far away. Look at this thing up. 32% now. Unbelievable, right? And I have to go now? I have to leave now. I can't believe this. I want to finish all the super chats too. The energy is just too high. My energy is at its apogee, actually and factually increasing daily rapidly. We keep hitting gains. It doesn't stop. Somebody make it stop. I got to take gains on the way. I got to take gains on the way. Look at this thing moving. I mean, that's... look how close I could have gotten liquidated playing that high leverage. You know what I mean? Dude, I could have doubled down, tripled down. Dang, only $7 on $22. I wanted to go harder on that. But honestly, it was very high risk. But we're keeping above 26.6 now. Remember, that's such a key level. And if this consolidates, then we could... The thing I wanted to see was, I was like, BOOKMAP wants 27.7, 27.2. So I was like, the T has got to show me how we can get there. You know? Just show me how we can get there. I'm probably likely going to lose these gains as it comes back down. And the 1 minute gets overbought, and the 5 minute, yeah, see? And you start to come back down to the bottom of the channel. And you could re-enter again if this gets tight. Shoulder, head, possible right shoulder there, right? So for me, like, I would just put the stop loss in. Or right here, look. You hit the price you want to get out at. Hit quantity 100% and close the trade. All right. 15? Yeah. All right. Everyone, I got to go right now. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Did I forget a super cheesy? Let me see. W3 and Alex and Kuji. I don't believe I'll be able to get to them. Kujira on MEXC. Real fast for you. Look at the daily. I see it in this large falling wedge. Came back down. It's hitting a nice Fibonacci level. You know, 706, 786. Key areas of support is 54. If it breaks 54, it's going lower. But if it can hold 54, it's right on a point of control too. See if it can hold where it's at. So here, set this line there. If you can break out and retest 7-1, that's going to be your key to success there, 7-1. And W3, never heard of it. That's going to take a deep dive. USW3. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to come back to that. I don't know what he means. And Alex Labs. Been a long time for Alex, right? Bitcoin just doing damage, man. I mean, Alex is a DEX for the ordinals. No one talks about them anymore, so that's going to have to get ramped back up. When you start hearing ordinals again, Alex will make its move. Very low, double bottoming. Could be a beautiful play for the long run if you believe in ordinals. So it's a complete ordinal play on the Bitcoin blockchain. Look for Alex to get back above 8 cents. You know what I mean? It was hype about it when I first talked about it, and it was hype, but that hype has died down. You know, so... Could it go to zero? I don't think so. I believe it is at a pretty good buying place. It's a really good system, so you can go from there. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. I didn't get a chance to do the news. I guess I could bang out the news like faster than fast, you know. Everyone, let's just give you the fastest news you've ever had in your life. All right? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everyone. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I do the show, the Crypto Lifer Show, and I bring you the news, a 2 to 4 minute segment that gives you the quickest updates in the market and what's happening around fintech, Web3, and cryptocurrency. Thank you so much for that subscription. I appreciate it. Coinbase to integrate Bitcoin Lightning Network in bid to drive adoption. That's going to make it faster, quicker, more people are going to like it. When you start using Lightning and you realize how fast Bitcoin is, I think people are going to be surprised, and it's really going to boost adoption. I'm excited. Lido staked Ether tokens can soon be used on Cosmos IBC blockchain. So you're going to be able to be bridging, you're going to be able to liquid stake and then move to other chains. I mean, this is going to really be amazing. Liquid staking, multi-chain, that's the future of DeFi. There's so much coming. Watch Lido probably get some movement from this. It'll add to its liquidity, and people probably want to get in there because it's going to give them more freedom to use their money in DeFi. Deutsche Bank partners with Taurus to offer digital asset custody and tokenization. Deutsche Bank, one of the biggest banks in the world, moving into custody of crypto. They probably realize that crypto is the only way to save themselves from the parasitic banking system that they've been a part of for so long. Anyway, this is the news as fast as humanly possible, and I'm live every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. I can't wait to see you there. This is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer, over and out. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Everybody, thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for jumping on in, and I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream on Friday. We had a beautiful time together. It's been amazing. I believe I sold the top of that local rally right there. We did. Beautiful little pump so far, but that is a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. If we break below 26.6, we're coming back to the bottom of this channel, right down to this area. So all you got to do is, if you lose the POC, look for a bear flag, something small, bearish retest, and we are going to drop down. If we stay here and go sideways, there's a chance we do get the liquidity that BOOKMAP claims we will get. BOOKMAP is screaming, we want 26.7, we want 27,000 and 27,002. I'd be very careful to short the market there. Because of that, I'd maybe just take a small short scalp, but I wouldn't build a big position yet until I see what happens to these orders. Anyway, you do whatever makes you happy. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you so much. BOOKMAP one more time for you because I realized I didn't have it on screen. Boom, right? Wow, we just went to 27.7 now, though. It's crazy what's going on. This is likely to come back down, right? Go sideways. As long as we stay above this level, we're bullish. If we break this, look for the bearish retest back to the downside. This goes sideways, it's likely we go up. BOOKMAP wants 27,000 and 27,200, and it looks like it's going to get it. God bless.